right, here we go. Radio Disney Now podcast, uncut for the week of January 16th.
Radio Disney Now podcast, uncut.
Okay, people, stand by. 30 seconds to upload.
Mic test, please.
It's the first time I've heard that, though. Put your music where your mouth is.
It's hot.
Okie dokie.
Stand by to roll theme. Mark the slate.
This is Radio Disney Now podcast, uncut.
Roll up the theme music. And we are online. Stand by to pre-promote prizing. Cue 'em.
Listen to Radio Disney this week for your chance at the executive setup. You'll go to the set of Disney Channel's Corey in the House and meet the star Kyle Massey. Get details this week on how you can enter on Radio Disney.
All right, cue standard open.
This is Radio Disney Now podcast, uncut with Vanessa Hudgens.
Is it weird being yourself and not, being a character, performing in front of people?
Kind of. Like, it's almost like a risk because I'm so used to going out there and almost being like somebody else. And for me to do this on my own, it's something I've never done before. So it's kind of like putting myself out on the line. But, I mean, going through this all, through the album, I put many tears into it and many laughs into it. And, it's just a great experience. And this is only the beginning.
Come back to me. That must have been pretty fun to record. What was that like?
I just went in. I think I got this song relatively quickly, and I went into the recording studio and I met up with the producers, and they were all so much fun. I got in there and we just kind of had fun with it. And the rap part was really hysterical because we were singing ad-libs, like the parts where it's just like me doing my own little thing. Mm-hmm. And we came in and we were like, the producer came in, she started rapping, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is she doing? Like, she was just kind of making fun of herself in the beginning, and then we kind of sat down and I threw some ideas in, she threw some ideas in, and kind of came up with this rap. And before I knew it, it was on my song, and I never would have thought about rapping. I don't know, it's something way different.
Did you feel weird doing it just because you'd never done it before?
Yeah, I really did. I kind of felt like I was making fun of myself, and I'm like, what is this little girl rapping? I don't know, but it was fun, and it turned out way better than I thought it would have.
Radio Disney Now podcast, uncut with Vanessa Hudgens.
So you started out in community theater and stuff. What happened after that, to get you on Disney Channel?
I auditioned for the Disney Channel a lot before I got High School Musical. There was a whole bunch of things that I was up for, but they never hired me. So when High School Musical came along, I was just like, okay, well, I'll keep my fingers crossed and hope for the best, but we'll see what happens. I'm not going to get my hopes up too high. And I got a call back, and, they kind of told me right there on the spot that they were going to call me back, and, I just kept hoping that they would like me, and, I finally got a job with Disney. Before that, I think I did a pilot with Disney that didn't go, but it was really fun, and after that, I did another pilot with Disney that didn't go, but, working with the Disney Channel is just so fun because everybody's so sweet and supporting.
Radio Disney Now podcast, uncut with Vanessa Hudgens.
So when you got the part of Gabriella, were you at home, or how did you find out about it?
Gosh, it's one of those things where you kind of remember, but you got so excited that you kind of blank out and forget everything. Like, it's such that big of an adrenaline rush that I truly don't remember what I was doing or where I was. All I know is that I was overthrilled with happiness. And I was so excited to work with everybody because Zach is so sweet. Ashley, I've been friends with before, and Kenny Ortega is such a great director that I was just really excited to work with everybody.
Radio Disney Now podcast, uncut with Vanessa Hudgens.
What was your favorite scene in the movie?
To shoot or just favorite overall?
I guess both.
Favorite overall? There's this, the tag at the very end of the movie where Sharpay comes in. She goes, Zeke, I love these cookies. When she runs up to and jumps on him, that whenever they shot, we were laughing so hard. Every time we see it, we start laughing. But that's probably one of my favorite scenes to watch. But my favorite scene to shoot probably was, it was probably on the last day. Well, okay, all the musical numbers were tons of fun to shoot. We're all in this together was such a big extravaganza when we shot it because there were so many people, and there was the band playing, and one part that they didn't actually show was at the very end, there were balloons that dropped off and confetti that sprout out. But I think people messed up because it got in our eyes and our mouth, and I think it kind of threw us off a little bit, so it wasn't shown, but that was really, it was amazing to do.
It looked like you guys just had a total blast.
We did. Every single day we'd have so much fun, and even after work we'd still hang out. We'd go to the movies, or we'd go out to dinner, or we'd actually go to the gym after rehearsals.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we were determined to get in shape while we could.
That wraps Radio Disney Now podcast, uncut. Roll theme.
Theme up.
Cue announcer.
This has been Radio Disney Now Podcast Uncut with Vanessa Hudgens.
Stand by for promo slate. Cue.
For more Uncut, click on podcast at radiodisney.com.
Announce tune in. Cue.
For more of your music your way, check out Radio Disney on the air. Click on My Station at radiodisney.com.
Okay, people, we are out in 10. Final pass.
Radio Disney Now Podcast Uncut when you need to know it all.
Out in 5.
Keep announcer mic up. Kill mains.
Giving you your music your way from your artist. Radio Disney Now Podcast Uncut.
We're out.
Great work, people. Stop tape. Kill mics. That